waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Little tune, flow sinister, I'm a finisher. Many men gon' need ministers, I made men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'm a on them, just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Darnold on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Complete to D'Onta Foreman at running back. Touchdown, Carolina! D'Onta Foreman, 53 yards. And the Panthers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Faking the give, Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold. Able to complete this to Shenault. Touchdown, Carolina. Laviska Shenault, 34 yards. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out some. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A first down throw, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Darnold. Under pressure, they got him again. Chris Jones, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold taking a shot here for Marshall. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll try again, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 6. Right back to Hubbard. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he powers his way up past the 30.
4 yards on the 2nd and 6 at the 31 yard line.
From the 31, Darnold. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And pass complete to Moore. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Yellow. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And now here's another interception. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mahomes going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack on first down, Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and long. Touchdown, Panthers. Laviska Shenault with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. To throw again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster, 27 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes Tony on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 39, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Travis Carey. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
On first down, it's Darnold. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Off of play action, Darnold. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 39 yards. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to run.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to look deep for Moore. They've got his man complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, left side. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And this will be a touchback as that's... 30-end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now ETN to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Recon, 152 fighter. Yeah. Hey, you. Hey, Charlie.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And out across midfield down to the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it down to the 28. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. And it It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
On first down, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run with Etienne.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
They find some open field here.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line.
Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Lawrence will throw.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Pilot, 64. Hey, I'm 7.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Patterson's kick is good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last
play. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. First down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes flushed out right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now it's Mahomes again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Butker's kick here is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the 38, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top. It gives you a chance to go make a play.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And some room to work. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 17-3. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really
unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Hey, box up, box up. Hey, Haywood. Hit it.
Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. This one into the hands of Burton.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, 57, 57.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. But what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. Throw left side, complete to Tony.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here we go on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
ETN up the middle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On the set. Hey, 3-6. Hey, orbit. Hey.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 45 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
31. Jaguars 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Yeah.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Let's go. Hey, you. Hey, Charlie. Go, go.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Toney.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hello, Kansas City.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 7-4.
Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's first down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
The throw for Toney is intercepted.
Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Recon, 175.
Lawrence will throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence.
Looking in zone for Jones.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lawrence.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Mahomes going to throw it here.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. The man right side is Tony. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach.
And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dump.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for KC. 58 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now here's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less.